Good morning, everyone. And today we'll be. Hi, good morning, Vinayak. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So, Ali Khan wants to enter the meeting. That's okay. Uh, Today, I'm going to continue with the topic of listening and reading. And in this topic, we'll be talking about timings, we'll be talking about purpose of reading, purpose of listening, barriers to listening, process of listening, and then what are the different kinds of listeners that we have. Okay, so I'll continue my slideshow and in the end of the session, I'm going to keep around 5 minutes for you people to, uh, read a piece. Or it could be either a piece of news. I just want to judge. So roll number 1 to 5, if you are there. Okay. So anybody, actually, whosoever, 5 students can today do that work for me, and you give me your roll number, and this will be counted in your internal assessment. 5 marks. Okay. All right. So whosoever will read a piece, because I want to know the diction, I want to know the pronunciation, I want to see how you pause in between. So this is the practical that we'll be having. All right. Till now, I had been giving you all the theoretical gyan, but unless we make it a practice and we rehearse it, we will not be able to go ahead. So today onwards, any 5 students who want to volunteer, they can, come forward, give your roll number. I'm going to give you marks out of 5. So next time, the other 5 students can come. All right. And this is a exercise that you will be doing with me. All right. So I'm going to start my lecture. One second, huh? I'll have to. Somebody wants to. Rinki Verma wants to enter the meeting. So I'm going to share my slides with you. You all are able to see the slides?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. So we'll go ahead. Is the PPT visible? Which is written timing on the top.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
because I'm not able to see, that is why I'm asking you. One second, where is it gone? Okay, just let me know, because I'm going to write on this PPT, because I'm not able to see this PPT on my computer screen. So if I'm writing something, say I'm writing hello. So just let me know whether it is visible to you or no. All right.
Okay.
Okay. On this PPT, I'm going to write hello or something so that you just. I wrote something. Can you see that?
No, ma'am, no.
You are not able to see. That is what I'm saying. No? Just let me restart this, because one second. Oh, I'm going to share it again, because there was some problem. Okay. Now, if I'm writing something on this, just let me know if you can see. Okay. Can you see?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. At least I did not make a fool of myself, because last time it had happened that I was able to see everything, but the students were not able to see. All right. So today's topic is listening. More importantly, we are going to focus on what are the different types of listeners, what is the process of listening, and what is it that we mean by the word timings. Because if we want to really increase the speed of our reading, so what do we have to do? We have to read it inaudibly. Inaudibly means without uttering the voice loudly, the words loudly. Okay. Uh, I'm going to write the keywords here. If we want to increase the timing, if we want to increase, we have to read inaudibly. That means we have to read it in our mind. Because once we start uttering those words and forming sounds, it takes more time. You must have seen, because you had been reading since so many years now, that in case you want to really do it fast, you have to just read it in your mind, right, without uttering the words. Because once you start focusing on pronunciation and other things, it takes more time than the silent reading. All right. So for that matter, why there are some clocks shown here, there are some timepieces shown now. It's basically to make you understand that you have to time yourself when you read. Okay. Say if you are able to, because we have to make progress. We are not journal readers, like we can do our reading at leisure. It's okay that we read 2 pages, okay, we can read 2 pages tomorrow. But since we are getting into media, we have to be one notch above others. We should be able to fast read everything like that. So how do we increase our speed? So we will have to definitely, you must have seen that when an athlete, he runs a race, the coach always keeps a timepiece in front of him. Okay. They note the timings. They always note the timing. How much time did he take to cross, say, 100 meter? Huh? And next time he has to do it less than that time. Okay, say he did it in 10 minutes. So next time it has to be 9.5. And if he has to improve it further, it has to go to 9, then it has to slowly go to 8, then it has to slowly go to 7 minutes, like that. So similarly, same strategy you will also apply for your reading habit. Say example, you are able to read 2 pages in 10 minutes. Okay, 2 pages in 10 minutes. So similarly, you will be going like this. Next time when you read, it should be 9.5 minutes. That means 9 minutes 30 seconds. Then it should be only 9 minutes. Then it should be 8 minutes. That is how you will be improving yourself, so that you become master in reading. All right, excuse me. So this will help you in picking up the speed. And don't take this exercise very lightly. Start doing it. I keep on repeating that my lecture will end in 1 hour or so, but my word should always haunt you throughout the day, that yes, ma'am has told us to do something. If you will not do, because you will have to be at par with others. The students who will do this, they will benefit. And if you sit silently and do nothing, definitely you will not be chosen over other students. So don't leave any page unturned, or don't leave any stone unturned. Means do everything that you can do. You have ample time. This is a lockdown period. There's not much of activity outside. Read as much as you can. Earlier though, I could have said you'll have to sacrifice your time that you are spending outside. You will have to lessen your parties and lessen your social meetings and all. Nowadays we don't have that activities all around us. What you can do, grab a book, set a timer if you really want to do that. All those top class news reader, all those top readers, they have done this activity. They have done this. Nobody can go to fast reading, skimming and scamming unless they have done the practice. Okay, you will do it. Now the second point that I want to tell you is what is basically listening. Listening is basically to gather information, right? What information? Speaking and listening, basically they are complementary hamesha, and they are essential part of the mass communication, listening and speaking. So listening may, what do, you gather a lot of information. See, listening and speaking, they cannot do without each other. Listening is a distinct part. It is different from hearing. Listening and hearing with people, they often do confuse. Why? What is the difference between listening and hearing? Can anybody tell me? What is the difference between listening and hearing? They sound similar, na? But there is a hairline difference between the two. Can anybody tell? Are you listening to me or you are hearing to me? Tell me.
Listening.
Yes, you are listening. Even if there is a pet who is sitting next to you and who he could be hearing my voice, but he's not listening because he's not able to comprehend what Mona Miss is saying, right? If somebody who does not know English is sitting next to you, say your maid or somebody, they will not be able to listen to me. They will hear me out. Yes, they can hear my voice. They will say, yes, this teacher is right now speaking something and we can hear her. But what she's saying, they will not be able to comprehend. So what is the basic difference between hearing and listening? Is comprehension. When you listen, you are trying to comprehend what the other person is saying. A person who has proper hearing organs, okay, they can hear. But everything that they hear, they will not be able to comprehend because of certain factors. Maybe language barrier, maybe there is a lot of noise, maybe they are on the phone. So they may hear, they may not listen. So very good. So I don't know who had answered this, but this answer is correct. Because in listening, you comprehend, you understand what the other person is saying. And hearing is a different thing. So effective listening is possible only when someone is able to focus on what he is hearing. So that means hearing is also important for listening. If there is a lot of background noise, if there is something else, then hearing will not happen properly and then listening will also not happen properly. All right. And what are the reasons why we listen? What are the reasons for our listening? Why do we listen? Because we want to gather information. One second, huh? Okay, I'll change the ink color because the yellow color will not show up on this white place. Okay, to gather information. Now, whenever we are talking, okay, it helps the communicator to accumulate the information about a particular subject. Okay, for example, I'm talking to you, whatever vital information that you need, you are trying to accumulate that, you are trying to gather it. That is why you are listening to me, otherwise you will not listen to me. So if a student does not pay attention to what the teacher is saying, he will miss out what has been taught in the class. Okay, so he may have heard every single word. Sometimes some students, they do it like they are hearing everything but their mind is elsewhere. They are not paying attention to what the teacher is saying. So at that time, what is happening? He is hearing but he is not listening. So there is a difference. On the other hand, a student who has not only heard each and every word but has also paid attention to whatever Mona Miss has said, paid attention, that means he was an active listener. So he has gathered all the information that I have given. All right. Now, second point, why do we listen? Is to reproduce information when needed. Now, why all the students are here in my class? Because when next time they will be asked a question, or if they are given a platform, they should be able to speak on the same topic. Okay, they want to reproduce that information again. That is why you all are reading, you are all listening to me and paying attention. And you are also paying attention to me because you want to know many pronunciations that you had been having wrong in your system, and you are listening to me plus because you want to add to your vocabulary. Okay, so there may be many reasons, and because you want to use them again, that could be the reason. So you want to reproduce all the information that you have collected from me, and you want to present it in your own way. Third point, why do we listen is helps in understanding others. So this was like because you are in a lecture, you want to know. But when in a friend circle, you are listening to others, you want to understand their behavior. You want to understand their problem. Whatever incidences or whatever piece of information that they are speaking, you are not hearing, you are listening because you want to understand the other person's psyche. Okay, so that is one of the reason that we listen to other. So effective listener, they enable us to understand the speaker's intention very well. If you are effective listener, you will understand the intentions also. Even if the words spoken are different, you will also pay attention to the body language, eyes. You will also pay attention to the tonality of voice. You will also be able to grasp whether the person is speaking sadly or has got enthusiasm in her voice, in his voice. Okay, so you will understand others. That is one of the reason that why we listen to others. Next point, very important point, is that they convey positivity to the speaker. See, when you are listening very attentively, okay, with full concentration, it has a positive effect on the speaker, isn't it? But if your body language shows that you are not attentive, okay, and you are saying, okay, so that means you are not actually listening, you are just hearing him out. And the type of noise that you're making is like, okay, so that will put the speaker's excitement level down. That person will not speak to you next time because he knows that you are not very enthusiastic. When we are talking to each other, the other person is not very attentive. So we listen because it helps the speaker to feel the positivity. Yes, I'm speaking, somebody is there to listen to me. This is very important from the point of view of the speaker, because it tells him that his speech, his presentation, or his inner thought are worth the trouble that he has taken to speak or present. That motivates the speaker. Okay, and in case how it also is conveyed, when you be in between, you can ask a question, so that person understand that you are listening so attentively that you have not missed out his intention, and you are even asking a question. Sometimes okay, that person may believe that you are just listening because you are not getting it deep into what he is saying. So if you ask a question, okay, haha, so that motivates the speaker. Now, what is next point? Why do we listen to others? The last point is it helps in self-assessment. How does it help in self-assessment? The aim of listening should be to assess oneself in terms of knowledge. How much more information we have gathered from all the types of listening. We always try to achieve the best. We always want to listen to those people who are better speaker than us because we want to imbibe those qualities. Okay, so when we listen, we try to assess ourselves ki yes, we have to become like them. We are self-assessing ourselves because we want to reach to that level. All right, so that is why I keep on telling you, always see in your friend circle, if somebody is a very good speaker, try and listen to that person. If there is no good speaker, go to the YouTube. There are very good TEDx talk and other things. Then go to BBC, go to various interviews of the celebrities, how they talk, how they speak. You can grasp everything from them. Okay. And those people who are like a sponge, why I'm writing the word sponge? Sponge is something that absorbs everything. So you be like a sponge. Go read and listen to the interviews, listen to the famous personality, how they talk, try to, be a sponge and try to absorb everything that is very good in them. They have also done the same thing. Koi bhi insan, it is hardly a genetics, it is always a matter of learning. So we all are in a learning stage. Even I'm in a learning stage. At the age of 47, even I'm learning right now. Because I keep on. One thing I want to tell you, you have to be a, one second, where should I write it? Here. It's very important. Be a lifelong learner. Be a lifelong learner. Keep on learning every moment. Even at the age of 90, people, they do learn. And I must have told you that example of my grandfather who passed away this year. He was 93. Can you imagine, at the age of 93, he learned how to use WhatsApp and Facebook before he died? So that should be the passion. Okay. So we'll go ahead. These are the 6 ideas to read better and faster. Okay. So this slide should actually go to the previous, this picture should go to the previous slide, because there was a timing on, how to time yourself and make yourself a fast reader. So by mistake, I have put this slide here. Anyways, so we can, talk about this also here. Read with a purpose. When you are reading with a purpose, that, for example, you have to present something in, one second, yeah, this pen. I'll take which color. Okay. So when you have to present in front of somebody, so you will have a purpose in your hand. And when you have a purpose, you do your work better. Because if I give you a project, say you have to submit a project, then whatever efforts that you will be putting 100% effort. But if I say, no, you should be lifelong reader, you should read this, then there is like no timeline, no guide, no deadline. Okay. So you will not have a purpose and you'll say, okay, kar lenge. There's a lot of time. We'll do it. But once you have a purpose, like you have to read, and I have told you to give a presentation in the class, then you will be doing it in a better way. Now, when you use active reading strategy, what are the active reading strategy? One, I told you that you have to preview the title. You have to preview the introduction, headings, images, charts, summaries. Just go through the book and flip the book like that. Go through it without reading a single word. Just read the headlines, preview the title, go to the back side of the page, read what the author has said about the book. And in the front pages also, there are some, testimonials given by other newspapers and other writers about the book. So they also tell you what this book is about. So then that generates a curiosity in you. Okay. So then critically, you will have to evaluate the support and the argument while you read the book. Okay. Take notes to make it easier to review and quiz yourself. That is very important. While you are reading, quiz yourself. Ask yourself some questions. Then try technology. Now we are in an age of technology, right? Okay, there are so many apps available to convert your reading into audio files or word documents for listening or easy searching, like with Sprites Inc, Readc. You can upload your text and train yourself to read faster. Okay, this is very important because earlier we did not have these things. We actually toiled ourselves to become a better reader. Nowadays you have got so many apps available. Everything is given to you on a platter, so you all can reach a different height, better height than us. Okay, now you form a community, make a friend circle, assign yourself a job, make a WhatsApp group. Okay, or come make a Zoom meeting with your friends who have got the same interest of becoming a faster reader. So because when you have made a community of 5 or 10 people, five of the same like-minded students, you will better yourself, because you will say, okay, there are, for example, A, B, C, D, E, F, so many students here. Okay, now you want to better, you have understood that A is a very fast reader, so you always try to be as good as A, or you may even want to be better than A. And A will also know that people will be trying to copy me or trying to reach out to my level, so I have to also increase my level. So in this healthy competition, we will generate better readers, right? Not only this competition should not only be for reading purpose, for any other purpose also. Now second is choose when and where and wisely. That I told you, when you assign your time, when you want to read and where you want to read. Even if you are not able to make any community because you are not able to find people, then you be a self motivator. Community में क्या होता है, you motivate each other. Okay, if you are not able to find any a community like that, be a self motivator. Self motivation is little difficult, because you also have seen that, why do we go to yoga classes and gym classes? Because when we are not able to motivate ourselves for, for better physical activity, we go to such places, because when we see others doing the same activity, we get involved and we do it. That is why these laughing clubs, gym clubs and yoga clubs, they are made just with this purpose, so that they can motivate each other. But if you have got a self motivation, there is nothing like that, because then you will be competing yourself with yourself. You are at this level. Now next time you have to go to another level. जैसे मैंने आपको last slide में बताया, you have to time yourself. Like first you will be able to read that in 10 minutes. Now next target will be, you will have to read that same amount of pages, 2 pages in 9 minutes, then 8 minutes, then 7 minutes, then 6 minutes. So you are motivating yourself. You are bettering yourself, and there is no competition with anybody else, but you are your own competitor. Your previous one, you have to defeat your previous goal. All right, now the other way, you can either take a class or a workshop. Okay, they will also give you strategies that I'm telling you. So it's basically, um, they also sometimes give you strategy for success. All right, so but whatever classes or workshop that you will do, ultimately it is you. Okay, eventually you will have to work hard. Nobody can put that thing in you, unless, even if some people, they go and spend 1 lakh rupees for workshop, and sometime, 5 days workshop, they even spend 50,000 rupees. So they will only give you strategies. So fire should be inside you. Fire. Why did I write this word fire? When there is a fire inside you, that will take you to higher goals. Otherwise, if there is no fire, नीचे बैठे रहो, जहां पे हो वहीं पे रहो. If you really want to reach higher goals, you will have to have that fire in your belly. कहाँ पे होना चाहिए? पेट में. And there is one phrase that I keep on telling my student: I light my own fire. मैं अपने अंदर इच्छा शक्ति खुद जगाता हूँ या जगाती हूँ. I am a self-motivator. I light my own fire. That's very important. Nobody should be pushing you. Nobody can push you. Actually, to be very frank, अगर आप धक्के वाले बच्चे हो, मैं आपको धक्का देके यहाँ तक ले जा सकती हूँ. बट अगर आपके अंदर फायर है तो आप तो कहाँ जाओगे वो मुझे भी नहीं पता है. Even you will not know. मैं आपको धक्का देके ठीक है 10 मीटर्स खींच सकती हूँ. 3 years of BA MMC में मैं खींच सकती हूँ. ठीक है, बस यहाँ तक मैं धक्का दे सकती हूँ आपको. ऑलराइट, बट अगर आपकी फायर आपके अंदर है, यू विल इवन बी सरप्राइज कि मेरे अंदर इतना पोटेंशियल था, आई डिड नॉट नो. ऑलराइट, सो व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ लिसनिंग नाउ? Okay, so we have got 20 more minutes, so we'll talk about the process of listening. Now, listening is a process. It takes place in the following stages. Like one is a sensing or selecting stage. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? The receiver basically, he separates whatever information is there and what is useful information is there from whatever is being said. See, I'm also right now speaking so many things, but everybody will have their own take. After the class, if I have to ask all of you, what did you like the most? So everybody will have a different liking. Ma'am, I like this, I like that, because they know what is their need. They have been able to sense, they know selection, what is needed for them. They will only go for what they already know. They will not pay attention to that because they have already learned that. Yes? Got it? When I was teaching pronunciation, I was able to see that everybody was so much interested because they knew that they are learning something new and that is going to help them. Whenever I give them exercise, I'm able to judge them, and you are also able to sense your place, what you need to work on. So that is the process. That is the important thing of listening, sensing. Where do you stand? What are the things that you need to select from the... One second, excuse me. There is a call. Yes, Daddy. बोलो. अच्छा ठीक है, ले लो. ठीक है, अगर ऑक्सी नहीं मिल रहा है तो देख लो, अगर वो नहीं मिलेगा ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. ओके. Yes, sorry for that. Now, next stage is so basically what happened, that is why the person who is listening will undertake the task of sifting. You know what is sifting? I'll tell you what it is. Everybody, we do that. For example, I have this green pen. आपने ये sorry again. हाँ डैडी आपका कॉल लग गया है गलती से. बाय. ओके, सो यू नो व्हाट इज शिफ्टिंग. अच्छा, इसका डायग्राम मेरे को बनाना शायद नहीं भी आएगा. आई एम वेरी बैड इन ड्राइंग. अच्छा, ये चीज आपने देखी होगी शायद, इसको कहते हैं शिफ्ट करना. यहाँ पे ना चावल होते थे जैसे पुराने जमाने में ना करते थे, एंड जब उसको झाड़ते थे तो यहाँ से उसका जो फूसा होता था, व्हाट डू यू कॉल दैट, वो यहाँ से गिर जाता था, और जो मेन राइस है जो यहाँ पे रह जाता था, उसको क्या कहते हैं?
सूप.
हाँ, सूप कहते हैं. ठीक है, आई डोंट नो, सूप कहते हैं. सो उसमें उसको कहते हैं शिफ्टिंग. मीन्स क्या है कि जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है वो आपने अपने पास रख ली, जो बेकार चीज है जो आपको नहीं जरूरत है वो आपने बाहर फेंक दिया. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो, आप जब लिसनिंग कर रहे हो ना, द प्रोसेस ऑफ लिसनिंग में भी आप जो भी सुनोगे उसमें से जो आपको इम्पोर्टेंट लगता है वो आप रखोगे. सूप में जैसे रखते हैं ना, राइस यहाँ पे चला जाता है. 1 second. हेलो डैडी, कैन यू हियर मी? आपका फोन दब रहा है बार बार. ऑल राइट. सो और एक और चीज होती है जो छाननी हम लोग कहते हैं, जो बर्तनों में यूज करते हैं ना, ऐसे करके, जिसमें छानते हैं हम लोग ऐसे करके. आई एम सो सॉरी, माय डैड इज, he doesn't know, he must have kept the phone in his pocket और गलती से लगता जा रहा है. एनीवेज, सो ये देखो छानते हैं ऐसे करके, ठीक है. सो जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है वो नीचे चली जाती है और जो अनइम्पॉर्टेंट चीज है वो सीव हो जाती है, ठीक है, छन जाती है. सो हम लोगों को भी यहाँ पे सिलेक्शन स्टेज में वैसे ही करना होता है. द प्रोसेस ऑफ लिसनिंग इज सेंसिंग व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट एंड रिमूविंग व्हाट इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट, ठीक है. नाउ सेकेंड इज द इंटरप्रेटिंग स्टेज. मीन्स आफ्टर हम लोगों ने आफ्टर वी हैव आइसोलेटेड व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, व्हाट इज यूजफुल मैटर, एंड वी हैव रिजेक्टेड व्हाट इज नॉट नीडेड, नाउ we try to interpret, break the code into which we have converted the information, and whatever we have gathered, sometimes we may take a lot of time in interpreting something because maybe there are some barriers, but sometimes it is very easy to interpret, because we are on the same page. Whatever I'm saying, you understand the same language. So here we have to, in interpreting stage, we have to understand the various barriers: language barrier, genetic barriers, social barriers, ठीक है. So interpreting stage में, process में, we have to overcome many barriers of listening. All right. Now third is the evaluating stage. What is evaluating? At this stage, the receiver, that means who is listening, that person will assess the worth of whatever he has decoded, whatever information in the whole lecture that is decoded, whether that whatever he has decoded is right or whether it is wrong, whether it is accurate, whether it is not accurate. We are evaluating. Okay. So evaluating stage comes later on. Now, when I am giving you a lecture, you are sensing, you are also selecting. Yes, Mona Miss will say everything because there are so many listeners here. There is not one listener. So I have to cater to everybody. I'm giving lot of information, but some people will take only this much information. Some people will only take this much information. Where is the pen? Sorry. I'm so sorry. They will be interested in this much information. So you will be selecting whatever information you require. Then you will interpret. Then you will evaluate whether whatever ma'am has said is right or whether it is wrong. Okay. That comes only when you become a better reader than the teacher or a lecturer, or when you are well-read person. When you already know the topic beforehand, if you read beforehand, you will be able to judge where Mona ma'am is making mistake. So evaluating stage also is very important in listening, because sometimes when somebody is saying something, you are listening to them, you are able to evaluate. Yes, this man is saying all rubbish. He does not know anything about the topic, right? But sometimes you listen with all ears because whatever he's speaking is really, gem of words, because you have never heard that information before, right? Now comes to the responding stage. After evaluating comes your responding stage, where you will be giving your feedback. What are you going to give in the responding stage? Whatever feedback, whatever you have understood, you will be giving that. It's a feedback stage. All right. It may be positive feedback, it may be negative feedback. If you all are giving me positive feedback, that whatever Mona Miss has taught us is good, that means you have evaluated my thing and you have said, yes, it has been useful to us. So if somebody who already knows everything, and says ki, okay, this work, whatever lecture was a waste of time for me because I knew everything. So you will give me a negative feedback, or sometimes negative feedback is also because of certain other reasons. Maybe there are grudges between you and me. Maybe I you feel that Mona Miss is not good. Mona Miss has, been very unkind to me. So you will always give a negative feedback. That is, I'm just giving you an example. Okay. So it can happen between friends also, A and B. Okay. So A is talking to B and B is listening. Okay. Now, whatever B has heard or listened, first will be, he will be sensing it, then he will select the information, he will interpret that information, B will evaluate it, and then he will respond. Whatever he says could be positive. Yes, he will say, I agree with you. Or he may say, no, I don't think so. I agree with you. You should have done this way or that way. I think you are wrong, or you could have done it in a better way. So that is positive or negative feedback. This is called a responding stage when you talk to the person. All right. Now, next is the last stage, that is called the testing stage. Now, what is that testing stage? It is the final stage. Let me clear all the ink marks from here so that I can. Okay. Now we are talking about the testing stage. It is the final stage where your memory comes into picture. That means if you are an efficient listener, you will be able to reproduce whatever is being told to you, isn't it? Whatever is being told to you, if you are an efficient or effective listener. Okay. Effective and efficient listener, you will be able to reproduce everything that is being told to you. Okay. Because you had full concentration and there were no barriers to listening. Okay. So it is the real test of effective listening. So sensible reproducing of whatever is being said, and you have comprehended it very well. That means there had been no lag in the comprehension level also, because you have understood, you have listened, you're not heard, just heard. Okay. This is how we come to the final stage of this. Or what is the time? If I can take few more minutes or no? Okay, we have some time. Okay. Now we'll go to the next time. Okay, let me show you this pyramid also. This is, so सबसे ज़्यादा important क्या है? You have to sense. Sometime you go to some workshop, you are able to sense that these workshop will be useful to you or not useful to you. Some lectures you will be able to understand, will they be important to you or not important to you. So सबसे ज़्यादा काम किस पे होता है? Sensing पे. And likewise, when we go upward, interpreting के लिए you need less effort and less time, but sensing takes a lot of energy. So as this pyramid is going up and up, the final stage here is testing. See, testing is just the tip of it. Okay. Responding is still on the higher level, because when you want to respond, that means you have already done this work, groundwork, 3 groundworks. You have sensed it, interpreted, and you have evaluated, and then you are on a responding stage. But testing, that means you are on a final stage. You have also gone through responding stage. Okay? Sensible reproducing of what the listener has understood. It tells us whether the listener is an effective listener or an efficient listener. Okay? So here, there is one more picture that I want to show you. Okay. Now, this is the why I'm taking it along with the reading exercise. You must be wondering, because today's lecture is on listening. Okay. But why I'm using this reading process? Because when you are reading whether you are reading silently or whether you are reading loudly. You are also a listener. Your mind is a listener to whatever you are reading. So before reading exercises में आपका आ जाता है, this is going to give the whole thing in a nutshell. Okay, now before reading you will preview the whole book, you will plan how to read it, you will set a purpose. During reading आप जब भी कर रहे हो, you will read with a purpose and you will try to connect the things. And the same thing will happen for the listening also. Because when you are reading, your mind is listening to you. Now, after reading, what are the outcomes? You should be able to remember whatever you have learned in this book. You should be able to pause and reflect. The reflection is very important topic, because if you will not reflect, you will not get the grasp of what is the main gist of the thing. Then reread. Sometime it is very important to go and reread the book. And it is always said that, and I have also practiced it. I keep on rereading my favorite books again. Reread your favorite books again. Maybe after 1 year, maybe after 5 years, or maybe after 10 years, because your perspective changes every year. The book is same, but with which perspective you are reading. When you read it for the first time, you were able to grab some information which tallied with your that time. Now after 5 years, when you read the same book, you will be able to take out some other information, because you are in a different set of mind now. After 10 years, when you read the book, you will be in a different frame of mind and you will be able to grasp something very new. In fact, this is not only for a book. I would tell you, it is also for a movie. When you see the movie for the first time, for example, I'll tell you, I have seen one movie at least 20 times. Should I give you the name? The name of the movie is Titanic. Okay. At least I've seen it 20 times. But whenever I see it, I see something very new to catch. Something new to cling to. Every time I see, even if I'm going to see it for the 21st time, I know there is so much in that movie that I will be able to see, which I actually ignored in my previous, watch, whenever I watch that movie. So this is how you will broaden your, even the interviews, so many interviews, famous personalities interviews, I keep on revisiting them, because that is going to define your way. ऐसा नहीं है, to broaden your perspective, you should definitely go and watch new movies and new books also. But sometimes some of them are your really favorite, and they touch your soul and heart so much. And something that touches your soul and heart, it means that you have to learn so much from them. All right. So with this note, I will end my today's lecture. The time is up now. All right. One second. Let me just discard. Okay. So we are here. 34 students. I'm very happy that today's attendance is very good. I want to see that. All right. So we'll see you on Monday with a new topic. All right. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye, beta. Bye. Have a good day.